Well, hi diddly ho there. Oh, Jesus, my coffee is going everywhere. As you can see, it's just one of those days where I can't go out and ride yet again. Everything's just got me busy. When I'm not busy, I'm watching my kids, and when I'm not watching my kids, I'm busy. Just like right now, going to plow some snow. Apparently where I'm at right now didn't get any last night, but north of us did. So I got a few calls to go take care of. And then I got to go pick up my oldest child. So that's what's going on today. Our road is pretty bumpy. Goes along with getting fixed by people who don't really know what they're doing to fix it. So, and I don't have the equipment to fix it yet. It's really bumpy. Like my light bar that I have in my truck, the bed is kind of messed up. So the light bar rack that I built slams into the cab of my truck. That's no bueno. So in the spring I'm going to get a flatbed for the truck, something solid, something rigid that I can actually use for my business. So I just figured I'd pop in here and give you a little video. Get a little weird when I drive. I don't know why, it's just who I am. So it's going to be a straight front to back video, end to end. A little goofing off. I got 4 driveways to plow. I'm not going to take the plow up the highway. I must stop at my mom's and drop the plow off. Probably won't reach the end of the video. It'll probably reach the end of the video before I reach her house. So stop and check and make sure we didn't get no snail mail. Oh, no, sure didn't. It looks like here. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna turn you to the left just a little bit. Some asshole dumped their Christmas tree right next to our end of our road. Fucking people, man. I tell you what. Just want to drop trash on the side of the road. They come down our road since we live on a private drive and they're always dumping trash on our road. And it's ridiculous. They don't realize there's houses back there. And we have to drive by that shit when we go home and all that. It's messed up. And if we don't want to look at it, we got to clean it up. Because it's a private drive. It's not a county road, so the county's not going to clean it up for us. So yeah. Typical day in my life. We went out last night, had some fun, went home, got home about 2 o'clock, and then we crashed. Because that's what you do when you have 4 kids and they're at sitters for the night, and you just crash. Yep. Could have thought of other things that have been fun to do, but couldn't do because of being old. I guess I'm not really that old, but I don't know. So I got plans for my business this year. I'm going to throw this on my snowmobile channel. I might make a video on my lawn care channel too. Thinking about doing a lot more videos on the lawn care channel over the summer. And then also continuing on this channel. Trying to find good content for you guys, because I know I got some diehards. I'm trying to be better. It's difficult with how busy my life is. I try to keep putting videos up there, and when I'm at home watching my kids and my other half is at work, it's very difficult for me to be able to either make a video, number one, and actually have it quiet, or 2, to be able to edit that video to be able to get it out. Hence the reason everything I've been putting up is like raw, uncut stuff, except for when I got to go rip on the sled. Now, in the next weekend or so, we're planning a trip up north to go sledding. So I will try to get some video then. It's gonna happen. Just got to get there. We're supposed to be getting a good amount of snow next week. So, but I will believe that when I see it. Because the weatherman cannot predict jack shit lately. I mean, I could be a weatherman. Like, a weather app asked me to rate their app. And they want us, like, it used to be a totally free app. And now they cut their extended forecast. And if you pay a fee, they will give you the extended forecast. And they wanted me to rate their app. And my rating was like a couple stars because they can't barely predict the weather, number one. And number two, I told them that why would I spend money on your app when you can't even predict the weather this week or today? Like, they couldn't look out the door and predict the weather that's going on right now. That's how bad they are. Like, there's been so many times where they call for, it's gonna snow 1 to 4 inches, or it's gonna be snowmageddon, and then nothing happened. Like, I swear they had one that was like 6 to 10 inches. And like, I got a customer out of California that has rental properties up here. I called him to let him know that, hey, they're calling for 6 to 10 inches, probably be plowing, you know, and to expect your invoice. Man, I tell you what, I woke up the next day, we had like a ½ inch to an inch of snow. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, they talked this up for a whole week. And then, bam. Time comes, nothing. I'm like, are you shitting me? So, I'll believe it when I see it. I got plans for this summer. I just talked to my insurance, I don't know what you would call her, my insurance representative, whatever you want to call her, the other day. And I'm going to be fully insured this year. Both of my trucks will be full coverage. And then, like, my trailer's going to have full coverage on it. Each piece of equipment is, it's all covered up to like $15,000 with $2 million of liability, and there's all kinds of other stuff that goes with it for $377 a month. Like, right now I'm paying $323 a month for no fault for 3 vehicles, so I have full coverage on 2 vehicles and all that for just like a little bit more. And I'm like, oh well, that's kind of a no-brainer. So I just can't believe how little it costs. So hopefully nobody wants to like backtrack to my house. Because if y'all know this area, you know where I'm at. So, you know, it is what it is. I ain't hiding nothing. So, like I said, my plans for this year are to make decent money, make good money. If I can do that, like, I would love to like grow this channel even more. Even if I don't use monetization, to use some of those funds that I can make from the business, because like I have an idea and like it could make really good money, and I could take some of that and give it back to my viewers. So I wouldn't even mind giving my personal money to my viewers, because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are what makes my channel go. Like, I never expected it to be the way it is right now. Like, I just looked today and I had like over 50,000 views this year, which I know it doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but it's a lot to somebody who like just started growing a channel. And a lot. So I need subscribers. That's what I need to be able to get monetized. And I've got like 206 now. Most of my views are genuine generic searches, which like really makes me happy. That means people are looking for what I'm putting out, so I'm putting out good content. But also I need content that people want to subscribe to see every time it comes out. Because like, frankly, sometimes some of the shit that I put out there, I'm like, man, I don't know that I'd really want to watch it. It's kind of boring and dull. But I put it out there because I want you guys to know that I'm still here. I'm still putting out videos. I didn't leave you. I'm not going to leave you hanging, because I know I've got a couple YouTubers that I watch that they just like for months on end drop off the face of the earth, and I'm like, where'd they go? And they don't give any explanation. And I'm like, I understand it's just a YouTube channel, but like, you get invested in that person when you subscribe to them. So you got to hear something. I mean, even if it's just driving down the road with the camera pointing out the front window, you know, that's it's just the way it is. So now I had like a thought today. Like, I'm all about like making inspirational quotes or quoting the day, and I came up with one today. Like, everyone is capable of making a six-figure income. It's up to you to figure out how to get at least 100,000 people to invest in you. $1 a year. Straight up. If you could get people to trust in you and invest in you at least $1 a year, and you get 100,000 people to do that, you would make $100,000 a year. Which most people can afford $1. All you have to do is give them something worth investing in. So, if a YouTuber had 100 million subscribers and each one of them donated $1 to them, they'd be rich. So, it doesn't even have to be YouTube. It could be anything else. Like, if you make something, or you're creative and you build something. I mean, if you make 100,000 things and your profit's $1 off of each one, you've made $100,000. And if you can do that every year, you made $100,000 a year. Like, you'd be surprised at some of the things that I've made money off of that I'm like, really? And then other things that I'm like, why wouldn't they pay a good amount of money for that? They want to nickel and dime you. So it's crazy. There's like little things like, and then people invest in you and who you are. If you're not shady and not scammy and all that, they'll invest in you. They'll want to put their money towards you. They'll want to help you instead of the big company or whatever. So like, there was a time where I made like, it factored out to like $800 an hour. You know, I went and I pulled a bunch of tree stumps and I bid the job for $400, and I really thought I underbid it. I was like, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it was. And really all it was these stumps were up along the edge of the house, and I thought, oh man, this is gonna be really hard. All I had was an old junky Ford truck and a tow strap. Well, the first stump I hooked to was the biggest one, and it just pulled right out because it was all sand. And you know, I went to the door after I got done after 30 minutes, and I'm like, all right, I'm all done. And then she was like, okay. And she was just cool with it, and she wrote me a check and was like, here you go. And I'm like, I was only there for 30 minutes. My mindset was wrong. It's not about how long it takes. It's about the job that you do in that time. Everybody's all worried about an hourly rate. It's what they have you programmed for, is that you're only capable of making this per hour, but you're not. Like, I mean, yeah, and I look at it as my company made that money, and I reinvest it back into my company so I can grow my company so that I can provide a job for other people to where they can make a good hourly rate. And when they come in and they work for me, I don't want to screw them. I want them to make a good rate, you know, so they can make an honest living. Because, like, how are you going to pay somebody who does a hard laborer's job, like, minimum wage and feel okay with it? I can't do that. So if I can't offer that kind of pay to somebody to do a hard laborer's job, then I'm not going to put them in that position. So, I mean, it may seem like, well, anything would help, but, well, I mean, if I can't afford to give them what they need to support life, then I'm doing them an injustice by letting them come work for me for peanuts. You know, like, especially if they have a family. But maybe if I have an ability to give them a 40-hour week, even a 35-hour week paycheck, and pay them $15 an hour, then that would be worth it. You know, and I'd be okay with giving them that. But to give them a $9 an hour job for, like, 12 hours a week. I mean, I guess it's up to them to manage what they do, but just drinking my coffee, heading into town. So, thank you to all you diehard people. You guys make the world go round. Every time I get comments and stuff, I fucking love it. Good or bad, I love the criticism. I love the uplifting stuff that you guys share. It's great. Frankly, I like worry when I don't get comments from you guys because I'm like, what's going on? Why is nobody commenting on my videos? Are they just like not watching my stuff no more? So the last videos were kind of because they the audio wasn't working, and I don't know why. I never did figure that out. I mean, I guess I haven't messed with it. I've been kind of busy, but like the audio for some reason was coming through the GoPro, and I had tested it before, so I don't know why it wasn't coming through the microphone. I might have unplugged something. I added an extension wire so I could put the little GoPro box further back so it didn't get wet to convert to the mic, but I tested it with that and it worked, so I don't know why it wasn't working. Unless it wasn't working and I was hearing it coming through the GoPro, but I had my head in the helmet, so I don't know. But I'm gonna hop off of here, and if we get hammered with snow next week, maybe I'll have a riding video. Like I said, we're planning a trip up north. I'll take my GoPros with me and get some video and stuff and share it with you guys. But I was just talking the other day about getting the Raptor going. I think what might have happened with the Raptor is I think the cylinder that he gave me, because the guy sent me a cylinder and a piston, and it's really not what I ordered. Like, he just sent it to me because I said it's something I needed, and I was like, ah, cool, man, thanks. And it was I think the cylinder might have been a 101 millimeter, and I think the piston might have been 100. That could be my problem, because like 1 millimeter, you wouldn't really notice difference. It might be a little loose in there, but I'm going to order a proper piston for my stock jug, and then we're going to go from there. So we'll see. I got to keep my hopes up and all that shit. So I'll hop off here, do what I got to do, go get the boy, and then we'll see you guys again in the near future. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and have fun.